Hello everyone, and welcome to... Ah, sorry, I'm seeing my lagging self on YouTube here just to check that things are working. I'm going to say hello in the chat. We're live. Okay, so as you are probably aware, if you follow the MurAll project, we've announced the Montage NFT bundler. So with that, basically, yeah, because we're putting all of the images on chain, there is a restriction on how much that you can fit in a single transaction. That's a limitation with the blockchain. So obviously, if you have a larger image, you have to divide it up into sections. So yeah, you can have a larger image, but it's kind of in pieces, which is obviously not ideal. So we came up with this NFT bundler system that we call in Montage, because obviously that's a little bit nicer than NFT bundler. And so you can basically collate and join those pieces together through the Montage system, and it will show the whole image joined. So places like OpenSea and all of the other kind of external marketplaces will show one image instead of the divided parts. So yeah, that's what I'm going to demo to you today. So yeah, I actually minted the latest piece that you could see on the live state. So this is a collection made by the guys at the guild, a collection done by, I think it's 23 artists. And so actually, if we go into history, you'll be able to see it. I think it's the 1, 3, maybe 4, 0, let's put that, and then 1, 3, 6, 3. So when it loads, you can see that I've actually, when I minted the piece, I was putting it into several pieces, minted them one by one, and yeah, was able to kind of put all the pieces back together using Montage. Here we go. I hope this doesn't lag the stream too much. I can see it might be struggling a bit. Let's just check. I hope I'm still streaming. Okay, I can see it's caught up a bit. So yeah, if I play this back, you can see, so all of these things that are popping up here, yeah, they were completely separate mints, separate drawings. And so they were all kind of minted, yeah, as I said, completely separately. And I used the Montage system to kind of join them back up into a single piece. Actually, if I go to the display gallery, you'll see that I have the single piece in there, right here. And that's just one, it's not all the single pieces. So yeah, I'm gonna demo to you how you can do that. So if we go to the draw, obviously, yeah, so this is the live state of MurAll. And if we go to open, I've got something that I've, so I think this is a place in London with these umbrellas I took a photo of a good while back. So obviously, yeah, this is a very large image, takes up the whole canvas. So if we want to mint it, we have to divide it. Oh, but first, actually, yeah, it needs to be 256 colors. So yeah, you can click on the 256 color option, click OK, and obviously it's a bit large, so it will take a little while to kind of figure out how best to quantize the colors. And here it is, the end result. So yeah, this image here has only got 256 colors, and now we can divide it. So we have a handy thing here in the layers. If we go to divide layer, automatically it's put in here 5 and 4. So this is assuming that you have a whole coverage. You can get a whole coverage in 20 pieces, like 5 rows and 4 columns. So if you hit OK, you'll see now in the layers list here, we have 20 additional layers. So you do still have your original layers. So yeah, if there was like an issue or something that you weren't quite kind of happy about, you can just kind of remove those layers, and you've still got these ones here. But I think this is all fine, so I'm just going to remove those. And so we're left with our 20 layers. And so if we go to Mint now, we have an option. So if there was only one, we'd get just the thing pop up to Mint. But because we've got multiple layers, we get the choice to either flatten these layers or mint them individually. So obviously we want to mint them individually. So these are all my layers here. So this is the mint mode, the new mint mode that we've put into the website. So this makes it a little bit easier when you're kind of minting multiple layers. So actually we want all of those layers. So yeah, you can kind of selectively kind of tick the ones that you want, and then just hit that arrow and it pushes it down. So yeah, you can see this is all layers, and then we've got the layers to mint. So anything here is the ones that are kind of going to be minted, and they've got individual buttons to mint. But obviously, yeah, we want all of them. So we can move them all here, and so every single one of these ones are the individual pieces. You can click them. Yeah, if you select individual ones, you can edit the information for a particular layer. So I can put, I can give them different names if I wanted, like umbrella 1. This one could be umbrella 2, for example. You can give them different numbers and different series IDs, but obviously you want to, usually when it's a single piece, you would want them all to have the same name. So you can tick this option and it will give them all the same name. So umbrellas. And you can give them any numbers that you want, but yeah, you can. This is the easiest option here to auto generate the numbers based off of their layer position. So that would just number them 1 to 20, because we have 20 layers. And obviously, because there's part of the same image, you can kind of associate them by the same series ID. So let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, for example, and use the same ID for all layers. So now there are different numbers, but part of the same series. So they have that association. And now, when you want to, if you're happy with all of these bits and all the information here, you pick the first layer you want to do and you click Mint. That will throw up MetaMask. I'm not sure if that's showing in the. Oh, I hope actually, yeah. I forgot there's a lag. I've got my eyes in the left window on YouTube here. So yeah, it pops up MetaMask, and yeah, obviously because this is Polygon, it's pretty cheap. I'm not going to mint it now, but yeah, if I was going to mint it, I would hit confirm and wait for the thing to confirm, and you just go layer by layer, hitting the mint. So yeah, these things keep track, and it will know when it's minted, and it will go green, and it will say minted. And then you just kind of go to the next one and the next one until you've minted them all. And it will, you will know which ones have been minted because these things will turn green and show the minted state. So once they're all done, you hit finished, and you can go to your account screen, and you should be able to see your montage there. So obviously, this is one I made earlier. And yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm getting a bit mixed up here. You wouldn't have your montage yet. You'd only have your pieces. You need to make the montage. So actually, I'm going to switch accounts here. So if I go to the display gallery, for example, you should see that I've got some bits in here. And let's say that I wanted to create a montage from those bits that I've minted. So we go to create montage in that option there. So these are your NFTs that you've drawn. And so same way that we were doing with the minting, really. You pick the ones that you want inside your montage, you drag them over. And so you've got them here. And you can drag these around if you want to kind of change the order, because there might be ones that are kind of overlapping and you might want something on top of something else. You give it a name. So let's call this Mishmash. You give it a description. So yeah, I guess if it was the umbrella one that we'd previously minted, you would put, like a bunch of umbrellas or whatever. But with this, I'm going to put a dragon and some other art pieces. This option here, for whether the montage can be unpacked, so that's ticked by default. So this is basically if you're 100% sure that you would never want the pieces separate again, you can untick this, and basically that means that it will stay in its joined state. So you wouldn't be able to kind of take the individual pieces apart. So yeah, it makes sense for things, like that, that are going to be like that kind of whole coverage, for example, like with the maze gaze piece that you saw from those guild artists. Obviously that is made to be a single piece, so we wouldn't want that unpacked, and that isn't unpackable. But something like this, for example, where there's kind of different pieces here, that it might make sense to have it as something that you can unpack. So I'm going to leave that ticked. So you've got the token IDs of these things that you're packing, and you hit create montage. When you do it for the first time, you do get a pop-up from MetaMask that says that you have to permit the montage contract to transfer your NFTs, because under the hood it actually transfers your NFTs into the montage contract to kind of wrap them. So you have to allow that first, and then you get the option here, once that's approved, to create the montage. So once you've done that, you would confirm, and once that's confirmed, I'm going to reject that because I don't want to mint these. But yeah, once that's confirmed, you'll be able to see your montage in your account. So these are the ones I've made previously. So this one, in fact, I if I unpack this, maybe I can pack it again. So yeah, this one was one I made earlier. So if I go unpack here and confirm, that will unpack it when the thing has finished, and we can actually show it once it's unpacked. If you do have any questions, I am keeping an eye on the live chat, so feel free to drop anything as I'm doing this. Sometimes Polygon can be a little bit slow. Maybe if I speed this up. Let's spend some big bucks with 1.5 Gwei. Oh, I think it worked. If I switch here and then go back, I think I was a little bit too impatient. Yeah, so now you can see we've only got the one montage there, and if I go to see all items here, I've now got pieces of the dragon again. There you are. So let's create the montage of that. So obviously I don't want everything here, I just want my dragon pieces. So I'll tick the dragon pieces. So you can see it procedurally loads. And there we have the constructed dragon. I just kept the name from before, so let's call this dragon. A glitchy grayscale dragon. I will keep it unpackable, and so if we go create montage, you see we've got created montage. I hope actually maybe I'm going to raise this a little bit, maybe 1.3. That might be a little bit faster. So when it's done, we'll see that in the montage section in our account. There we go. Yeah, so it switched over. So yeah, you can see the construction crew is building your montage. So yeah, our back end is kind of putting those images together for the thumbnail. So if we go to see all items, hopefully, yeah, it's already done it. And there we have it. I think someone's put something in the suggestion. I see you get a list to scroll through. Perhaps add tagging to each one so you can multi-select, rapid select them all easier. Yeah. So yeah, the way that we've got it, so you can kind of select multiple, and there is one to kind of move them all. But yeah, you're right. Maybe it'll be better to kind of select all, because there could be a time where you want to kind of select most, but then untick some. So yeah, maybe we'll kind of look into that. So yeah, actually, while I'm here, I'm not sure if many people actually know about the display gallery. This is something I haven't really seen a lot of people do. But yeah, so the things that you've drawn, you are actually able to display yourself. So this is like a kind of little personal gallery where you can tick any pieces that you've drawn or that you've purchased. So I've got some from other artists who've drawn on MurAll, and some that I've actually drawn myself. And yeah, you can display them all together, drag them around. Oh, I've gone the wrong way with that one. Oh, needs to be right at the top. There we go. And you can actually move them around on the screen to kind of position them. So maybe these dragons are shouting at each other. But yeah, I'm not actually sure if many people know about this section. So yeah, you get a nice little demo here. So yeah, I guess this is how the montage works and how the the new minting mode works. So if anybody has any questions or any comments or wants to ask me anything, it could be not even about montage. Now's the opportunity to ask. So there's a little bit of a lag, so there might be like a bit of a gap while I wait and while people type on YouTube. But yeah, we'll see if anybody's got any suggestions or questions or anything. So I can see that Aaron has said, so you say you have 5 pieces and want to create a montage from them. Each piece is tagged as dragon, and you select dragon as the tagged item, and it will create a montage from the tag list. Okay. Yeah, so that could be kind of, it might be a little bit tough, but yeah, I guess that's something that we could look into. There might be some way that we could kind of tag certain things or have them kind of searchable somehow. But yeah, certainly any way that we can kind of improve the UX, yeah, we'd take that. Okay, so I can see I've got a question here. How's life? Life is good, yeah. MurAll's chugging along nicely, as you all know. And yeah, we've got plenty of things to come up. In fact, I can see someone's written, so what's on the roadmap then, next steps? So I guess now that the montage is done, the next big thing is going to be our marketplace. So we want to kind of get the ball rolling on that, and yeah, that's kind of like the next kind of large piece of work. So we're going to be focusing on that this quarter and probably the next quarter too. And that will include our DAO plans as well. So we've got a big job with that. Okay, can we share the private wall in the future? So I assume you mean that personal display. So I guess if there was a way to kind of save the state, in fact, because it uses the canvas, the HTML5 canvas is actually possible for you to kind of save, like right click and save your creations. But yeah, maybe we should look into kind of making something that you can kind of create and save it a little more nicely. But yeah, for example, all you need to do here, you can save the image as, and it will give you a little save thing. And yeah, that's my little creation. Because it's that's transparent background. It doesn't pick up like that thing. Let's see what else. Can you sell me 100 million paint OTC? Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that. You might be able to find someone else in the chat who's willing, but I like my paint too much to sell that much. Team is awesome. Great to see you guys working hard and always putting out great news. Thank you. And yeah, we will always work hard and we always want to kind of improve this stuff. And yeah, I mean, like for me, it's like kind of my pride and joy. So I really want to see this thing shine, and I'm always gonna try my best to get things even better than they are now. Okay. Thanks for the reply. Looking forward to both the marketplace and DAO. What kind of marketing is underway to promote the usage? So we're kind of actively contacting artists because obviously this is an art project, and I know that there's a lot of people who their kind of focus is on getting exchanges and trying to kind of get trading up and that, but to us the main focus is usage, like with more users, with more people who want to kind of produce art and kind of see the value of it, then they'll obviously be driven to use it, and through that you would get trade and everything, but like in the right way, because obviously there would be more demand for paint if more people would want to use the paint. So we're actively contacting artists and trying to get them to kind of use the wall and produce artwork on it, and to kind of understand the value of having artwork on chain and having effectively like a piece in the mural history while it's possible, because obviously paint is in finite supply, and you can only draw while there's paint available. So the more people that understand that, the more use that we'll get. What else have we got? Oh yeah, obviously the community can help where we can. Yes, so I guess if you know artists, or even if you know people who are interested in art, there's always the history section, which is something that is probably like, or even the live state. The live state is literally just a button click, and you can kind of see the current state of the amazing artwork that's been produced. But something that's very cool is the history. Where obviously it's very approachable. You just kind of stick in a range of numbers, and you'll be able to see how it's evolved between those states. Actually, so this is something that we've been meaning to kind of improve the UX on as well. And that's kind of in our roadmap as well, to kind of make that history viewer a little more kind of approachable. It is quite bare bones at the moment with those kind of numbers, and you're not really kind of 100% sure what those states look like. So it's quite, I guess it's a surprise depending on what the states will be. But yeah. Oh, we've got like very small images there. I could have chosen a better range. So let's go 1 3 3 0 2 1 3 6 2 or 3. While that's loading, I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Thanks. I agree. Usage 100%, value proposition first, then liquidity will follow. Yes, I agree too. Community can spread the word more and also like and retweet MurAll Twitter. Yeah, exactly. The more people that know about MurAll, the better. And so like I said, one of the very cool things about MurAll is this history viewer, where you've got like this kind of really nice, kind of mesmerizing change that you can control, that you can kind of pick and choose and navigate and play it back. And it's effectively like a bit like a kind of movie in itself, where you've got this kind of nice glitchy animation. You just kind of take it in, and appreciate all of this kind of evolution, yeah. And all of this collaboration as well, yeah. I could spend hours looking at that nice glitchy animation. Actually, that's another thing that I'm not sure that people know about, that you can actually tweak those settings for the animation. So you can increase the duration between the states and the delay between the switch in the states. So if I kind of give it I can make it a bit slower here. So now if I hit the playback, you can see the glitching is like a little bit slower now, and there's more delay between the states. So are there any more questions or anything that you would like to ask? Yeah, I know that there's like going to be like a bit of a lag now. So I'm going to just, hang about and see if there's any other, or maybe I'll type. Any more questions? Any more questions? Yeah. I guess while I wait, trying to think if there's anything else. I guess I can take this opportunity to say that there are still claims available for the our original airdrop. So obviously, yeah, if you don't know how to check if you have any eligibility, so obviously, yeah, when we first started, we did the airdrop for those who were verified on, what is it, async art, super rare, rareable, and known origin. Those 4 platforms. So if you're an artist on those 4 platforms, in fact, I can check the dates in the FAQ just so I get this right. We've got about it in the distribution of the paint. Here we go. So if you're verified on one of those, known origin, variable, super rare, async art, the snapshot was taken on the 15th of November 2020. So if you were verified on those dates, you'll be eligible for our Paint airdrop. And also if you are a trading NFT holder, so if you had any ERC 721 NFTs, that you had more incoming than outgoing transactions with those NFTs, but those, yeah, so you needed at least one outgoing. So you needed both incoming and outgoing, but more kind of incoming than outgoing, because obviously if you had more outgoing, you wouldn't be a holder. And obviously, yeah, it was at the time of the snapshot. So the snapshot was on the 18th of December 2020. So yeah, that gave us, yeah, over 51,000 addresses. So yeah, there is still plenty of paint left to claim. And the deadline is the 22nd of January 2022. So there's still plenty of time to claim, but after that date, we'll be reclaiming the paint, if there is any paint left, and we will. Yeah, we still need to decide what we would do with that, but I guess we'll see if there is any paint there when the time comes. So yeah, I guess there aren't any more questions. So I guess, yeah, thanks for joining me for this stream. And I hope to see, yeah, any kind of cool things that you'll be creating on MurAll. If you do have any questions or suggestions or anything, you can reach out to us on our Discord or Twitter. And yeah, just keep making that artwork, keep using paint, and yeah, get the word out there about MurAll, spread the love, and I guess, yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks.